The rain has just started in Hermanus. Everyone is hoping it'll help the firefighters battling a two-day wildfire in the Western Cape. The fire isn't threatening the town yet, but there were concerns about strong winds. ENCA's Leanne Jansen is in the area and joins us now. Tell us about the status of the fire and if the rain's going to help in any way.
Well, the rain has started falling, but certainly not enough to help firefighters in their quest to contain this fire overnight. You can see fire trucks behind me, so these firefighters will then do a relay with their colleagues throughout the night and well into tomorrow morning. The fire is still raging out of control. 800 hectares of alien vegetation have already burnt. There are some structures that are being threatened by the blaze, but firefighters are furiously working to try contain the fire and save the property that have come under threat.
And what about the farmhouses there? You spoke to somebody a little earlier on about the fire encroaching his house. I mean, how threatened are those farms there, and how close is it to the town now?
Well, these aren't active agricultural farms. It's more of open vegetation here with houses scattered along the landscape. So Willie van der Westhuizen was one of the homeowners I spoke to earlier. He said that he was really stressed out when he saw that the fire was approaching his home. He said there's machinery in the house and in the garage adjacent to the house with R500,000 worth of equipment in it. He says, though, that he is relieved that firefighters are at the property, that they have watered down the house and that they are along the fire line trying to avoid the fire from actually reaching his house. But he says the entire 2 days have been really stressful for him and his family.
And do you have any idea what started it?
There's no idea at this stage what started the fire. I think the priority for now is to contain it and bring this fire under control. Thereafter, assessments will then be done to determine the cause of this fire.
And Leanne, I mean, I know this doesn't help those who are affected by this, but this is fire season, so I should imagine that people are on the lookout for this sort of thing.
Yes, people, the homeowners here as well as the authorities have been prepared for some time because it is the fire season. The fire season starts in late November and runs all the way through to late January, early February. So the fire chief had told me earlier that they were on high alert already and prepared for fires to flare up in and around this vicinity. So all hands are on deck. All firefighters are on scene to try contain not only the fire we were stationed at earlier, but little flare-ups that we have seen on the horizon as well.